Okay, welcome everyone. Let's do a spread and see what is the message that we need to hear today. I've already prayed over my cards. So to protect my energy, I always prayed over my cards before I actually go live or record and start pulling cards. So before I turned on this camera, I already prayed for the cards. Let's see. This card. So far it looks like something's coming in quickly, something that you don't see coming. Maybe something you've been working hard on. Let's see. Let's do another shuffle. I'll do another shuffle because I split the deck before I started actually pulling cards. I generally do that if the cards are large and too bulky. Doesn't affect the reading though. Whatever's meant to come out will come out regardless. That was too many. Let's try this again. These cards up some. Fell on the floor and it fell face up, not reversed. So if something is coming in that you're afraid of, you should be concerned. It's quite healthy. Someone's been working hard on something that they're waiting to reap the benefit from in relation to a commitment. Okay, so far I'm seeing so whatever you've been working on is related to relationship, higher commitment. There's some manipulation that's going on. Someone's not being honest about something, and you're concerned about a burden whatever this burden is, you definitely had victory over it. I'm inclined to believe intuitively that you're in a relationship and there was something going on that you weren't aware of. The truth was hidden from you. And you took charge of the situation, investigated, found out that you were betrayed. And currently you have communication that's coming in. It's probably from whoever it is that this betrayer was with, or could potentially be the person. Now, if this is a relationship between a masculine and a feminine energy, or maybe two feminine energies, it doesn't really matter. You're probably getting communication from the other party, the other partner, because it feels like this is a third party situation, even though the card hasn't come out. Let's see, what is this Eight of Wands communication that's coming in? What is this communication about? Let me get some clarity. I don't read for future, I read for present energy, so this is likely something that has already happened. Okay, communication that's coming in is from a King of Pentacles. I don't particularly care to read signs. Sometimes I'll read it. Let me know if you want to know the signs. If you want to know the signs, I'll let you know the signs, but I typically don't take an interest in reading for signs because it doesn't matter if the message is for you. You'll know it's for you because the situation will apply to you. So it's irrelevant to know what the signs are. The energy is fluid, so I can be picking up on the energy of someone that's in your circle that may not be related to the scenario that I am describing. But whoever this King of Wands is, let's see what this King of Wands has to say. This person is coming in to tell you the truth. Okay, so the fact that this energy popped up as the King of Wands upright, obviously it's telling me that it's a person who is stable. Now, when I say stable, I mean stable financially. It doesn't feel like this is a new person. And as I said, I read cards intuitively, so I don't feel like this is a new person. I feel like it's the same person, but their energy is just popping up differently because it's fluid. Which is one of the reasons why I typically don't read for signs. I read for energy. This person is coming to tell you the truth. And since I feel, though, this is a matter of the heart, let's see. This person doesn't want a tower moment because tower popped up in reverse. They're trying to avoid you walking away from them. I'm going to pull a love message. Because I want to know, obviously they don't want this to come to an end, but I want to know, what is this person's current energy for you? So you have outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Okay, so they're obsessing over communication that you guys had prior to you walking away from them. Let's see, what else? competition. You have the snake. I'm sorry, I have to tell you the card. You have the snake, competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. Okay, so this feels like this person is telling you, rehashing a discussion that you guys had before you walked away. And Spirit is telling you that this person is clever. They're pulling on your heartstrings. They're not taking accountability because they're telling you the truth, but they're probably telling you the half-truth, which is the reason why King of Swords told you, came up upright, because they are telling you the situation in terms of whatever happened as far as this third-party situation. But the snake is out because they're not taking accountability. They're not explaining to you that they were a willing participant, which is obvious. I mean, clearly it's not as though they were forced. They were a willing participant, and they're not taking accountability for their faults. They want to have a discussion with you. Well, they are having a discussion with you, essentially, telling you about this other person's role. You know, the woe is me speech. This person seduced me, so forth and so on. Okay. I don't feel like I need anything else as far as love messages. Let's see what's your advice. What should you do about the situation? It's very clear to me that you've already walked away, but you were willing to hear them out, so there may be a level of trepidation. You probably were thinking that you wanted to work through it. So this is not me telling you what to do. This is the energy of what is Spirit's advice on how you should move forward. Second. What are your guides telling you? I typically say Spirit. I say your angels, your guides. Whoever it is that you pray to. Whoever it is that's watching over you. What is the message that they want you to hear? To help you. Okay. You have impartiality. Let's see what's partiality. By the way, this is the Chakra Oracle Wisdom deck. Okay. I quietly listen, allowing you to color your own palette. The legend. Baha is the wise dictator from the town of Bade. She is known for settling disputes fairly. One day, two neighbors are arguing about what color to paint their fence. Bahana gives each of them a can of paint and instructs them to paint their side of the fence the color that the other neighbors want. She knows that when they can color their world in the love of their neighbors' eyes, they will understand and accept one another. Inspiration. Take an impartial look at your situation. The action here is to listen and observe. Personal inquiry. If I step back from my present situation, what do I see? Can I be neutral? Key ideas. Neutral position, allowing things to unfold. Standing in another's shoes. Uplifted communication. Keywords. Guide, open-minded fairness. Okay. So apparently this is a higher commitment, so this is probably a marriage, and Spirit wants you to look at your situation, actually talk about whatever your differences are, and be honest with yourself about whether or not is worth salvaging. It's okay for you to put yourself in the other person's shoes, but you also need to look at whether or not this is something that you think you can get past. I'm going to pull another card because I intuitively feel as though some may feel like this is telling me what I already know and I need a little bit more assistance and guidance on how I should move forward. So I'm going to pull another card. Too many. One card, please. This one. Okay. One card tried to come out. I'll take it. Insecurity. You have insecurity. So, is this a situation where maybe the person is telling you that they did what they did because they thought you were already doing it? So they feel insecure. They were feeling insecure about whatever issues was going on in your situation, and because they feel less than, maybe that's the reason why they sought comfort outside of the marriage. It's not an excuse, but is it a valid excuse? Is it something that you can just possibly go get counseling and work through? Or does this person habitually cheat? Okay? That's all I have for you today. Be well.